A rich man named Shane lived in the village of Ramsey. His son Adam used to lead a very lavish life. He did not value money. He had a friend named Remo. Remo was a very intelligent and hard-working guy. He used to work really hard. Shane was very happy with Remo's efforts. Remo and Adam used to study in the same school. Since Remo was poor, Adam used to make fun of him, and this used to make Remo sad. "One day I will earn more money than Adam, then I will show it." Remo returned to his house. He was very sad sitting there. Then his father entered and told him, "Remo, what happened to you, my son?" "Nothing, father." "Okay, then tell me, how was your day?" "I had a nice day. I met Adam on the way home. He started saying bad things to me." "Let it go, son. Everyone's good deeds stay with them. You do good deeds. Understood?" "Yes, father." The next day, Remo started working again. On the other hand, Shane was trying to give him some knowledge. "Adam, do some work too. It's not nice that you spend all your time with friends and living lavishly. Look at Remo. He's so loyal and hardworking boy. He does whatever work given to him." "Yes, I know, father. You don't have any other job than praising him. You do that only." After listening to what his son had to say, Shane started thinking. He really loved his farms and wanted to start a new business. He said to Remo, "I was thinking that we start another business. Something related to farming. What do you think about that?" "Do whatever you want. I want you to take responsibility of that." "I won't work there. I will just look over things there." "Okay, son, that's fine. All you have to do is look over the business." Shane bought a land in the village itself and opens a farm and gives all the responsibilities over to his son Adam. Now Adam also started taking his responsibilities seriously. He started working really hard at the farm. One day his father bought a tractor for him. Adam took the tractor and stood in front of Remo's house and called him outside. Remo came outside and looked at the tractor standing outside his house. "Adam, where did you get it? It is really great. Can I drive it?" "I just brought it here to show it off." "Can you even afford it?" "As if I will let you." This really hurt Remo. He went inside the house. "What happened, son? Today again you are sad?" "Adam bought a new tractor, and when I asked him to let me drive it, he told me that I can't even afford such things. Just watch, father. I will also one day buy a really great tractor." "Don't worry about it, son. When I was young, your grandfather gifted me a gold tractor. Now you decide what you have to do with this small tractor." "What will I do with this small tractor, father?" "That you only decide. Whatever you do in future depends on that only." "Okay, father." Remo took that small tractor and laid on his bed and started thinking. He started remembering his grandfather and started talking by himself. He said to himself, "Oh grandpa, why did you leave this small toy? It's of no use to me. I can't even afford a big one." Suddenly Remo heard a voice. "Who's there? Whose voice is this?" Remo saw that his grandfather's photo on the wall was talking to him. "Son, this is not a toy. It is a magical tractor. It can even turn into a real tractor. Your father does not even know about it. Only you are aware of that." "How will it work, grandfather?" "There is a key on the tractor. Turn it around and say, 'Oh small tractor, grow big.' It will turn big. When your needs are fulfilled, tell it, 'Now turn small again.' It will turn small again. Understood?" The next day, Remo took the tractor to his backyard and inserted a key in the tractor and said, "Oh magical tractor, I want you to get big." And then magic happened. The small tractor turned into a big one. He and his father became happy. Remo stopped worrying about a tractor. "Now I will show this tractor off to Adam." Now Remo started driving the tractor around the village and got some odd jobs. Just like that, he went to Adam's farm one day. Adam was very surprised to see Remo's golden tractor. "Oh Adam, this tractor was gifted to me by my grandfather. It's made of gold. How do you like it now?" "Remo, your tractor is really nice. Can you tell me how does this work?" Innocently, Remo tells him everything, and Adam listens to it carefully. And Adam comes to his house at night time to steal it. Now I will also keep this tractor. Remo, I saw how you were showing it off. Let's see how does it work out for you. Adam turns the key on the tractor. He learned how to turn that tractor small from Remo. The tractor turned small the moment he turned the key. The moment he tried to pick the tractor up, it turned into a serpent. He became very scared looking at that and ran away from there. The tractor turned back into its bigger form. Adam never tried to steal it again. Remo earned a lot of money because of that tractor and lived a happy life with his father. Moral of the story is, we should not make fun of anybody.
Long time ago, there lived a king. There was a unique tree in his kingdom. It was different because it had apples made of gold. A loyal gardener of the king used to count the apples daily and inform the king. But one day, an apple got stolen. Hearing this from the gardener, the king became angry.
The thief will be punished.
That night, the gardener sent his elder son to guard the apples, but he fell asleep in the middle of the night. Next day, one more apple was gone.
Tonight, I will send my other son to guard.
Okay.
It was night and gardener's other son also fell asleep. Next day, another apple was less. Now, the gardener's third and youngest son took the responsibility. Night fell. Gardener's third son started his work.
Come, apple thieves. Come now and try.
After some time, late into the night, suddenly, some noise started coming from the leaves. He saw that a golden bird was plucking the apple. Gardener's son took aim without wasting any time and shot an arrow, but it couldn't harm the bird at all. Only a feather from its tail fell down and the bird flew away. The golden feather was presented to the king the next day, and all ministers were called to the court. Everyone saw that this feather was more precious than all the king's belongings.
What use is just one feather to me? I want the whole bird. Who is so brave in my court to bring the whole bird in front of me?
Gardener's eldest son came forward and took the responsibility.
Well done.
Gardener's eldest son went to the forest in the search of this golden bird. He was going through the forest and suddenly he saw a fox. The boy took his arrow and aimed it at the fox.
Don't kill me. I can help you. You are searching the golden bird, right? Listen to me carefully. If you walk straight from here till evening, you will reach a village. There you will find a very big and beautiful palace. And there will be a hut in front of the palace. You must choose the hut to stay during the night.
Gardener's son started thinking. He thought that it must be a trap. So he shot at the fox. But he missed, and the fox ran away. Gardener's son went ahead. Then he saw the palace and the hut exactly like the fox had told him. He saw that people near the palace were dancing, having fun, and eating good food. On the other hand, there was sadness and poverty. After seeing this, he thought,
I will be a fool of all time if I go towards the hut.
That's why he went towards the palace where he ate, drank, and rested. He had forgotten about the bird and his kingdom. Time passed by. But the eldest son didn't come back. So, the second son went to do the work. He also did the same thing. He found the fox and she gave him the same advice. But when he reached the village, his brother called him towards the palace. Just like his brother, he also forgot about the bird and the kingdom. Time passed by. Now the youngest son also wanted to go and search for the golden bird.
Let me go, father.
But the gardener didn't want to lose his youngest son like his other sons.
Father, I will come back. Believe me. And let me go.
Okay, but take care of yourself.
Gardener's youngest son went into the forest. On his way, he found the same fox that had met his brothers.
Huh?
The fox gave him the same advice.
If you want to reach your destination, go to the hut.
Thank you, friend, for the advice.
Sit on my tail. You will reach there fast.
He reached the village quickly and spent the night in the hut. In the morning, the fox came back and gave one more advice.
Now move straight ahead. You will find a fort where many soldiers will be sleeping in deep sleep. You have to ignore them and go inside the fort. You will find a room there with the golden bird in a wooden cage. There will be another cage made of gold. Don't even try to exchange the cage, or you will regret later.
The fox spread his tail again, and the young boy sat on it. Both of them reached the fort. The boy went inside the fort and saw the room and the bird of gold, as told by the fox.
Keeping this beautiful bird in this wooden cage is not good.
As soon as the boy opened the door of the wooden cage, the bird started shouting. All the soldiers woke up because of the noise. The boy was made prisoner.
Huh?
Next morning, he was presented in the court. There, he was sentenced to death.
My lord, please be kind to me. I will leave you only on one condition. Go and bring me the golden horse who runs fast like a storm. Then I will forgive you and also give the golden bird to you.
He started his journey again. On the way, he found his friend the fox.
You saw what happened because you didn't follow my advice? You are a good boy. That's why I will help you find the golden horse. You go straight ahead and you will see a fort. The horse will be standing there in his tent. His caretaker will be in deep sleep. Free the horse from there silently. But don't forget to put the old leather saddle on him. Don't take the golden saddle.
Everything was going fine. Seeing the horse, the boy said,
I will give him the golden saddle. He deserves that.
As soon as the boy touched the golden saddle, the caretaker woke up. Soldiers came running and arrested him. Next day, he was sentenced to death again. He again asked for forgiveness.
I will let you live if you can bring the beautiful princess to me. Then you can keep the bird and the horse.
The boy started his journey. He found the fox again.
If you had taken my advice, the bird and the horse would have been with you. But I will help you again. You will reach a palace ahead from here. You will find the princess there. Take her hand. She goes to take a bath at midnight. She will tell you the way then. But remember, don't let her go to her parents to say goodbye.
The fox and the boy reached the palace. The boy did exactly what the fox had told him. At midnight, he stepped out with the princess. But the girl started crying and said that she wanted to meet her father. The boy finally agreed. But as soon as she came to meet her father, the boy was taken prisoner.
You cannot take my daughter until you break that mountain in 8 days.
That mountain was so huge that he couldn't do it alone. Even after 7 days, he couldn't even break a small portion of the mountain. He sat down disappointed. Suddenly, his friend the fox came there.
You go to sleep. I will finish up your work.
And in the morning, the mountain was gone. The king became happy and gave the princess to him. The young boy and the princess departed from there. On their way, they met the fox again.
Now you take all three of them, the princess, the horse, and even the bird.
Really? But how?
Listen carefully. You go to the king and hand over the princess. He will become very happy. Then you sit on the horse and say goodbye to him. Shake hands with the princess in the last. And then quickly sit on the horse and run as fast as you can. Then go to the next fort where the bird lives. I will wait outside with the princess. You show the horse to the kind king, then he will bring the bird outside. You can ask him to show the bird to you. As soon as you get the bird, you leave quickly from there.
It all happened just like the fox had said.
Thank you, my dear friend. I could not have done this without you. Please tell, what can I do for you?
If so, then please kill me.
What? I cannot do that. You are my friend.
Okay, whatever you wish. But I will give you an advice. Always remember two things. Don't help anyone on your way back and give any money to anybody. And remember, don't sit near the river.
Riding with the princess, he reached the village where his two brothers were held. Two men were going to be hanged there. He saw that these two men were his brothers, who were now turned into thieves.
Wait, take all my money, but leave my brothers.
After rescuing his brothers, all of them were going through the forest. Then both the brothers decided to sit near the river and eat something. During this, youngest son forgot the advice of the fox, and before he could do anything, both his brothers pushed him into the river. With the princess, the horse, and the bird, they reached the king of their own kingdom.
Long live the king! Our king, we have brought the golden bird. We won him with our hard work.
Then a royal feast was prepared. But the horse didn't eat anything. The bird didn't sing, and the princess started crying. The youngest son had fallen into the river, but luckily the river was dry. But the river bank was so steep that he was not able to climb above. Then his friend, the fox, came there again.
If you had remembered what I told you, then this would have not happened. Still, you are my friend. I can't leave you here. So hold on to my tail quickly. Your brothers have left guards for you. They will kill you as soon as they see you.
Then the boy dressed himself as a poor person and reached the king's court. As soon as the horse saw him, he started eating. The bird started singing. The princess stopped crying. Then he went to the king and told him the whole story. Both brothers were punished, and the youngest son got the princess again. When the king died, the youngest son of the gardener was chosen as the king of the kingdom. After a few days, he went towards the forest. There he met his friend, the fox. She again requested the boy to kill her.
My dear friend, please help me by killing me. Please help me get my freedom.
The youngest son agreed with a sad heart. As soon as the fox died, she turned into a man. That man was the brother of the princess, who had been lost for many years.